All right, footy fans, get ready for another episode of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. Here are your hosts, PJ and Breno.
Hey, g'day footy fans. Welcome back to the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. We're already seeing some controversy that's got the fans talking. A couple of nail-biting clashes and two teams, they're gone. They've been sent packing. And that leaves 6 clubs still battling it out for the spot in the big one. Now we've got a bit to deal with tonight, including all the controversy everyone's been talking about. We're going to put our spin on it, and but we'll do that soon. But first, we'll talk some actual footy. But of course, I'm here. I'm not alone, of course. Joining me, as always, my partner in footy banter. We got PJ. How's it going, mate?
How we doing, buddy? We are live, right? I'm just checking.
Yeah, we are
live. we are
that.
live. Excellent. I can't find it online, so I can't.
Okay.
I can't confirm nor deny we are live, but I'll trust you. Wow, what a weekend of football, eh? The Sharks, resilient in that match against the Roosters. Everyone bagging the Roosters out, saying worst performing team of the weekend. They dropped a couple of balls, but I thought they played bloody good football. But anyway, Raiders. Beaten by the Broncos. We'll get more into that. What an absolute disgrace of a refereeing performance, and then backed up by what you can only put down as pure corruption by the NRL. Absolute joke. But we'll get into that as well. The Storm dominant. Bulldogs did what I thought the Bulldogs would do. Didn't really look like they had an opportunity in that match. Storm controlled it for most of the game. What a weekend of football.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Apart from that, we'll talk about it later. But the Storm took out the Bulldogs. They proved too strong with a gritty opening clash, a bit of cracker of a game as predicted. Very entertaining, and the Dogs held on to dear life with more injury concerns now. And considering all that, they done pretty well to hang in the game. But yeah, Melbourne ended up with the money there. Panthers flexed their premiership muscle. They've still got the finals form that they've had over the last 6 years. Unfortunately,
they looked good, didn't they?
They looked really good. Unfortunately, the Wires, disappointing end to their season. They dropped out of 4th the other week, and then now they've just dropped out of the finals and gone missing. Very sad. Anyway.
Yeah, the Wires, really sad end of the season for them. They were one of the better teams in the first 10 weeks of the year. They just kind of fell away in the middle section and didn't really recover from it. So, very difficult for the Wires to get anywhere this year. Penrith Panthers, though, dominating that performance. They've got the Bulldogs this week. Straight to a prelim, if you ask me, mate. I said a couple of weeks ago the Bulldogs would go out in straight sets, and I am going to be correct. Yeah, stick with that. So if you got any comments, let us know in the chat. Absolutely. We'd love to hear what you thought of the weekend. Love to hear what you thought of the weekend. But
get in there.
Yeah. So Breno's got the Wars crossed out. Roosters crossed out. Very upset about that.
I'm sure you are. Anyway. All right, before we go too much further, we didn't do this last week because we sort of didn't have the time, but we'll just throw this up there. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Big congratulations to Put Your House on It, who won our footy tipping comp. Congratulations. I think I've got a crowd cheering. There we go. Look at that. Well done. 132 points. But big ups to the Irk. Had a big 7 out of 8 that last round, and almost took the top spot. But the difference sort of separated first and second there. So, well done there. Good effort.
10 points in the goal difference there. And I finally have had it confirmed, Breno. My mate Kobe is Put Your House on It. He saw me at our junior presentation on Sunday, and he said, I won your tip and comp. And I went, I bloody knew it was you. So, Kobe, congratulations. Well done. He loves these Bulldogs, and if you put that Bulldogs logo on there a bit earlier, I probably would have known anyway, but we kind of knew it was him.
Yeah, he's been changing his logo on there all year. So I think it was Roosters one week, and it was Rabbitohs another week, and.
But how's that, Brennan? The top 10, there is 2 points between them,
crazy,
2 tips between them. Put your house on it, and the Urk equal first. And then 5 teams on 131. Evelyn was up there the whole year with Flopster and Amelia.
Yeah.
And then Drivo slipped down into 8th. Amazing tipping comp. Breno, 125, 18th. PJ, 115, 25th. Disgrace. I will do better next year.
It was a tough year to pick, though. It really was. Anyway,
it was a very tough
join
year
us. Join us next year. We'll do it all again. We might try and make it a bit more exciting next year, maybe somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, we're looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor us, let us know, and we can buy some prizes that'll make tipping comp a little bit more fun.
All right, let's go check out semi-finals. Week 2 of the finals. Here we go. The Raiders are taking on the Sharks. The minor premiers after a bruising 93-minute game against the Broncos, but standing in their way are the Sharks, who have got a job to do against the. They did a job on the Roosters, I should say. Canberra are favourites at home, but Cronulla have all the grit to cause an upset. Their Nico has another great game like he did last week. They might fire up. Expect some fireworks here. And another massive Viking clap. I'm going to go Raiders 1-12.
I think the Raiders will win that one as well. I'm also going 1-12. I'll be on the Sharks for the Misso and the family. I live in the Sutherland Shire, so Cronulla Sharks have always been my second team. Right back to the days, Brent, I played for South Juniors. I played for the Zetland Magpies in the black, white, and blue. It was the old Sharks. Remember the white stripe with the black lines in the middle? The old black, white, and blue. I was Zetland Magpies, so g'day everyone in South Juniors. But yeah, I'll be tipping the Raiders, but cheering for the Sharks. The Raiders, like they absolutely deserved to win last week. Scored twice, had it both disallowed. Reece Walsh, headbutt, doesn't even get sent off, and then the guy got 10 in the bin for being headbutted, and then he comes back on and instrumentally wins the game for the Broncos.
Disgraceful.
How many, please explains, can you issue to one organisation?
NRL's been doing it all year. Every week they come out defending their referees. Anyway, talking about referees, the Raiders and Sharks have been marked safe from Ashley Klein this weekend, so that might help him a little bit, but Butler's still in the bunker, so who knows what's going to happen.
I don't understand it, Breno, but the winner of that match will play the Storm. Both teams looking really strong. Not a lot of injuries on either side. Britton Nakora came on off the bench last week. He's been injured, but he looked pretty good. He's coming off the bench again. Wouldn't surprise me if he's starting on the weekend. They'll need some muscle to deal with Papali, Starling, Tarpany. Hudson Young was amazing on the weekend, as well as Horsburgh. But this will be an absolute classic. This one, I can feel it. And to be fair, Brennan, I think all the games on the weekend were really, really good games. People are saying the Raiders Broncos one was one of the greatest semis of all time. I'm up there, except I'm still pissed off about who won, because the better team, the fairer team,
shouldn't have happened. Yeah, it was a bit messy. A bit messy in the end. It shouldn't have happened. Yeah.
But the Sharks Roosters game, absolute classic. The Melbourne Bulldogs, it wasn't out until late. The Storm, punched away. And even the Warriors game, they hung in there for long enough to make it interesting, but Penn was too good.
Yeah, in the end they were.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one up, we have the Bulldogs. They were brave, but fell short against the Storm last week. Now they host a red-hot Panthers outfit who crushed the Warriors. Panthers have momentum on their side, while the Dogs will need to dig deep and find some spark in attack and keep their season alive. This could be a blockbuster as well. Clash of the styles. You got Bulldogs' toughness versus Panthers' precision. And I'm going to go take the Panthers 1-12.
Yep, I'm going Panthers 13 plus. Bulldogs, no Crichton, Matt Burton moving into the centres. Lockie Galvin's going 5-8.
Yeah, they've finally listened to you, PJ. They put Sexton back in there. Like,
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Like they're struggling to create points, and they've got Toby Sexton, who's been instrumental to the Bulldogs' success this year, sitting on the bench and then brought on. Sorry, sitting on an extended bench and then brought on to the bench. You know, they've named Stephen Crichton on an extended bench. Reid Marnie's back into the 17. He should be starting. The Bulldogs have thrown their year away when they get smashed on the weekend. I'm tipping Panthers by 20 when they get smashed on the weekend. I hope the fans absolutely tear the coach apart because they were first. They were leading the way 8 weeks ago. And then they brought Lockie Garvin in and completely broke their system. Completely broke their system. So, Panthers by plenty.
There you go. You got our tips there. There we go.
And the winner of that one, Breno, to play the Broncos. I can't see the Broncos stopping the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah. Well, they're going to be missing.
I think Panthers now.
Apparently,
Panthers now. Sorry.
The captain's come out. What's his name? Bloody.
Pat Carrigan.
No, the captain's back. What's his name? Well, I can't think of his name. It doesn't matter. Total mental blank.
But you're looking at that pathway there. Panthers, Bulldogs, Panthers win that easy.
Yeah.
Panthers, Broncos. You know, we've still got Adam Reynolds sort of injured. We've still got
Adam Reynolds. No, he's supposed to be back, apparently.
Yep. Adam Reynolds supposed to be back. Yeah, I need more Reynolds to win that game, mate. Pat Carrigan's out, I believe. He's suspended for 2 weeks, so he'll miss that game and the grand final. I can't see anybody stopping the Panthers on that side of the draw. And I think Melbourne haven't been spectacular. Yeah. They haven't been spectacular.
They've dropped. They dropped them apart from that win last week. They dropped the 2 games before the final. So
yeah, so I think the Raiders, if they get over the Sharks, they'll beat Melbourne. It'll be a Raiders-Panthers grand final. But obviously cheering for the Sharks.
Yeah, and who knows what's going to happen after this year? How are you supposed to tip it anyway?
I have no idea. I came 25th. No. You got that button? No.
Naughty. Very naughty.
Got that one. Dear,
Dear.
Anyway,
very quiet group today.
In everyone, Breno's naughty corner. We it might be a bit loose here tonight. So I know, and I know up there you're itching to get involved in this one, but I'll get us started. So with Reece Walsh, sin bin, headbutt, gestures to the crowd, comes back, wins the game. But there's more prongs here than a fork. Ashley Klein, the ref, had an absolute shocker. Even the NRL has come out and said that. The judiciary, penalties and suspensions all over the shop. And the big one, the NRL itself. Who's going to fix up this mess? This isn't just about one player either. It's about the whole system. Canberra got stitched up and Brisbane handed the keys to the preliminary final. So, let's kick off with this one. Naughty boy of the NRL, Reece Walsh, 10 in the bin for this dog shot headbutt, no other word for it, on Hudson Young. And instead of copying it sweet, he strutted off, giving the crowd gestures like he was auditioning for the WWE. Should have been sent off, absolutely no doubt about that. But no, Walsh trots back out after his hair and makeup break was done. Had some hydrating beverages from his toilet water and come back on, had an absolute blinder, scored a try, set up 2 more, single-handedly flipped the game around. Broncos win off his efforts, there's no doubt about that. And that's just not controversial, that's just an absolute travesty. And how about that penalty as well? That was so soft, honestly. I know there's that rule there and they've been really clamping down on that one this year, but that was extremely soft and it needs to change, it really does. Reece put on a massive show and had a bit of a cry, but the ref called full time. That's the other thing. The ref called full time, but there's a rule that no one knows about, and that is the bunker can actually look at the last play of the game now and award a penalty. So they gave the Broncos a penalty goal right in front of the post, levelled it up, went in extra time, and you know the rest of it. So I'm afraid to ask you, PJ, but what's your thoughts? And do we need a rant warning here, or is it too late?
I'm dead set furious. Let's start right at the beginning. So you've got Reece Walsh doing a headbutt. That is a straight send-off. Holland online here should have been a send-off in one game. I believe it should have been 3 games. Holland, 4, but 3 with an early guilty plea. Reece Walsh shouldn't be able to play this year after doing this.
No.
Watch it. Bam. That's a straight headbutt to the face. That is absolute send-off every day of the week. How Hudson Young gets sent off for being headbutted in the face, I have absolutely no idea.
I think, the weird thing is about that, it's because he was in his face and giving him a bit of grief, and I don't think the referee liked it.
It wasn't in his face. It was in the back of his head.
Yeah, well,
he was yelling in the back. Look at him there. He's yelling in the back of his head, giving him a serve, and then Bushka. Like, you can't do that. So Ashley Klein absolutely deserves to be dropped this week for giving him 10 in the bin. Absolute disgraceful decision, giving him, when he did nothing, 10 in the bin. People sledge each other all the time. If you bin someone every time they sledge someone, Ronaldo Militalo will spend 60 minutes of every 80-minute game on the bench.
Absolutely.
Like fair dinkum. Every time someone drops the ball, he's there. Yeah, that's it. You dropped the ball.
From the kickoff, to send him off for 10.
Exactly. So Reece Walsh absolutely should have been sent off. They should have been a man down the rest of the game. Then he walks off, and here he is giving the bird to the crowd. That's unsportsmanlike conduct. I know the crowd's giving it to him, but players can't react. That's a week suspension there as well.
Well, Horsburgh got suspended for doing that, didn't he? Didn't he get a big fine and got suspended for flicking off the crowd? Like,
let's just pretend for a minute, Breno. It's Latrell Mitchell who's headbutted a guy in the face and then birded the crowd on the way out. How many weeks does Latrell Mitchell get?
Oh, probably 5.
1,000. A freaking 1,000. I'll tell you now. Fair dinkum. So Reece Walsh should have been sent off. Raiders, therefore, deserve the game. The kick into the leg, it shouldn't count if there's no action toward the player. He's running across the player's path. That is not a penalty at all. The guy was completely fine. He didn't run into the legs, James Graham style, on Adam Reynolds back in 2015. That is the reason that penalty exists. You run into the legs of the player as they're kicking. He's running across the player, and then the legs brushed against him.
Yeah, hardly touched him, and he's hit the ground like a sack of shit with these little play acting.
Great. And that was the 2 points to tie the game. And then the Raiders score after full time. I think it did go forward, in fairness. The Raiders, I think there was a slight touch forward, which led to the try, and it ended up being a no try. So I don't disagree that was the wrong call. But, geez, they've had a bunch there already. And then, to top it off, the NRL come out and say Reece Walsh is not even suspended at all for a headbutt, and he gets a fine. Are you kidding me, Abdo? Are you kidding me, Volandis? He absolutely deserves 2 to 4 weeks, probably in the 4 area, after birding the crowd. I don't understand. Again, let's just pretend it was Latrell Mitchell. How many weeks is he getting?
He's gone.
How many weeks is he getting for that?
For the season.
Who else always gets suspended? Let's not use Jared Weir-Hargraves, but he got off more time than a bloke in a porno. Who else gets suspended all the time? I can't even think of anyone right now. I'm so angry, Breno. I'm so angry.
Victor Radley, but he's in hot water over other things at the moment. So.
Yeah, well,
Anyway,
white line fever at it again. But that's my rant over, mate. The Broncos. I did tell Brett, and Brett will be laughing at me now because I said Broncos straight out and straight sets.
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate the video ref handing them the match. But what if it was Spencer? Thank you, Desmond. I was trying to think of a player, Spencer Leno. What if it was Spencer? He'd have 100-week suspension right now. It would be ridiculous. It would be ridiculous if Spencer Leno did what Reece Walsh did. He would be 8 or 9 weeks, I reckon, for what happened. Absolute disgrace. So unfortunately now the Raiders have to play, and they've got a pretty tough draw to the final, having to go through the Sharks and the Storm now, 3rd and 5th.
So meanwhile, Pat Carrigan got rubbed out for a grade 2 high shot Left poor old Morgan Smithies bleeding there. But, yeah, and as you said, Reece Walsh only got $3,000 fine for the headbutt and $1,800 for giving the bird. And he's free to play, no suspension, not even a week off. And Carrigan, this is the weird thing, he gets suspended for, well, when you look at it, he's come in and hit this guy with his shoulder. Yeah, fair enough. But that would be more accidental than what Reece did. Reece was actually, he had intent. And
it was intentional.
It was intentional. And as far as everyone's been saying, that's straight up suspension. But anyway, so this is what stinks about it, though. The NRL gets exactly what it wants. They get double the amount of people at the ground at Suncorp, as they only had 20,000 at Canberra. So massive TV ratings, more cash rolling in. So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? The villains here aren't just Walsh. It's Klein, the bunker, the judiciary, and the NRL. So whether it's incompetence and game engineering or Raiders fans are just robbed. It was pretty bad.
Absolutely.
And the only people that aren't saying that are Broncos fans.
Yeah, most people saying it, to be completely honest. Let us know in the comments right now if you think the headbutt or the high tackle was worse. Just write in there headbutt or high, and then we can read those out online. I think the headbutt's clearly worse, and if Pat Garrigan gets 2 weeks, Reece Walsh deserves 4. Yeah, I think so. Let us know in the comments, headbutt or high, and we'll report back on how that vote goes.
He got 1 week, but if he fights it, he'll miss the grand final if they make it.
He won't fight it.
Yep, that's the end of Naughty. Breno's Naughty Corner.
Naughty. Naughty, very naughty.
Anyway.
Big smacks for the NRL this week. Absolute Barry Crocker, mate. So what's up next?
Yeah, talking about Barry Crockers, here we go.
PJ's tip of the week.
No, there's no Barry Crockers here. You've done well.
How'd I go last week, Breno? Oh, so close. I went 13 plus the Raiders.
There's a bit of controversy here, though, because originally it went 1-12 for Panthers, but then you flipped it last second. You went, no, it's going to be 13 plus. So I've given it to you.
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you, Breno. I did change it mid conversation. So Storm 1-12. I did pick Panthers 1-12, but while delivering this important sermon, ladies and gentlemen, I changed my tip to 13 plus. So I did get that across the line in time. Desmond, definitely the headbutt, like Gal and Wade said. One was intentional, the other was an accident.
Yeah.
Completely agree, Desmond. Absolute disgrace. Went the Panthers 13 plus, but I also went the Raiders 13 plus. I really thought they'd beat the Broncos pretty well. And they were winning by 16 until the referees had a brain fade. So I would nearly say that they cost me my multi. So that's not the first time that's happened either, just quietly. All right, this week's multi is Raiders 1-12. That's right. I think the Sharks will put up a great performance, but the Raiders will edge them out by about 6 or 8, I'm thinking. Maybe a 28-20 scoreline. I've got the Panthers 13 plus. The Bulldogs have been terrible. And despite a good performance against a very average Storm side last week, the Panthers are on another level. I'm predicting 30-10 or 32-10. 32-10, I think, is the score I'm going there. And I'm going anytime try scorer for KO Weeks. He was on fire last week, played spectacularly, and I think that's a multi that's going to bring home the bacon. Raiders 1-12, Panthers 13 plus. KO Weeks scores at any time. Gamble responsibly.
PJ's tip of the week.
Press the wrong button. Don't press the wrong button. I'm a bit sniffly this week, Breno. I've got a bit of a head cold. So I'm over in Perth. That's why I'm in a hotel room now. G'day, everyone who comes from the West Coast. They've got Bears coming soon. West side.
Well, it is something that we were going to do last week as well, but again, ran out of time. Beginning of the year, it's time to face the music. PJ, here we go. We made our top 8 and bottom 9 predictions all the way back in March, if you can cast your mind back. And now the season's done. The real ladder is locked in, and we're about to find out who's the Nostradamus of the NRL. Is it Breno or is it PJ? Anyway, here we go. So we did a score system, 3 points for correct position and 1 point if you're just one off. So, yeah, top 8. I managed to get 4. I got 1 right. I got the Bulldogs somehow. Out of all the teams, I got the Bulldogs right.
Yeah, you got the Bulldogs right. Storm 1 point off. They were second, but you had them first.
That was it for the top
Panthers
8.
7. Yeah, and you had the Knights and the Dragons in the top 8 as well.
I was hoping more than anything.
Yeah, there was a lot of hope going on there.
Anyway, here's PJ.
So you got 4 points.
PJ did
My
pretty
top
good
4.
with the top 8. Yeah, he done well.
Also 4 points. So we got 7 out of the 8. I had Dragons up there, foolishly, obviously. Storm 1 point off. Bulldogs 1 point off. Broncos 1 point off. And Sharks 1 point off. So I still got 4.
See, you've done,
Wow.
There's only
Raiders
2 teams
7.
that aren't in the 8 that you've got there. So that's a pretty good
That
guess.
is pretty good.
Just, no positions right. That's unfortunate. All right,
Yeah.
going to the
Manly
bottom.
started on fire. As soon as Cherry Evans said he wasn't staying at Manly, they were
Yeah,
poop
gone.
emoji.
They were
It was
gone.
terrible. Yeah.
And here's my bottom line. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
Breno 7. This could be tough
Yeah.
to beat.
there's a few one-offs there. And I
Yeah,
got the
so-
Titans. I got the Titans right. Unfortunately, they should have been on the bottom, but anyway.
Yeah, Roosters 1 off.
No,
Roosters
they
1
were
off.
in 8th,
Dolphins 1 off. South 1 off. Tigers
7
1
points.
off. And the Titans as well. So 7 points. What do I get in the bottom half?
Oh dear.
Yeah. None. No.
Bong. Like we said at the beginning of the show, it was definitely probably the hardest year to tip anything this year. So just a reflection of.
I genuinely thought the Knights were going to do a lot better than 17th.
I thought you were
So-
too. I thought you'd be a bit better than my efforts. But anyway, that was fun anyway, and we'll probably try and do that again next year and maybe get
that's always
involved
fun.
as well. Might get the viewers involved as well. We could do something leading up
Yep.
to next year.
So Breno, the tip champion of the year, and Breno, the points table champion. It's a double crown. He's won the double crown.
Makes up for the Knights getting the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
So, a little bit.
At least you'll win. You won something.
All right. So, so where are we up to?
So who's getting crossed out this week, Breno?
Next week? This week?
No, let's do this week.
This week?
This week is the next week, but yeah.
What do we tip? Raiders. So definitely going to be.
Right.
So it's going to be Sharks gone and Bulldogs going to be gone. Hopefully.
So you reckon two on the left, like
It's gonna
Beyonce,
be-
to the
it's
left,
gonna be-
to the left.
To the left. Yeah, it's going to be lopsided. It's going to be going that way next week.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no.
but looking at our tips, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, with 4 magic rounds last week, magic games. It was so good to see. Hopefully, we've got 2 cracking games this weekend. I can't see maybe the Panthers game getting away from the Bulldogs a bit, but the other game is going to be an absolute classic, I'll tell you.
Let's hope so, yeah.
Yep.
Should be good. Yeah, and I just throw up there again. Make sure you stay tuned, and keep an eye out for our grand final podcast show just before the grand final air on the Wednesday. We're going to get together and put on a bit of a show all over at PJ's place. That's his house there. It's pretty nice looking house, isn't it?
We're going to try not to have too many beers before we
Try
come
not
online,
to, but I can't
but we're not
guarantee
promising
anything.
anything.
It might be a little bit loose, so you definitely want to tune into that one.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun show, so we'll get into the grand final action then. But we've got
A couple of weeks.
2 more rounds of semi-finals before then.
Enjoy the games, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back again next week. We'll do it all over again. Hopefully, it's less
Yeah,
controversial.
go
this
your
week.
team. Join us in the live chat. We'll see you online.
Live chat link is in the comments, so come and join us. All right, see you next week. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Thanks for tuning in to another action-packed episode of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out all of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 action on our Facebook group page. Come and join the chat. Goodbye.